babes, welcome back to Tamar Kaminga's channel. For today, we're gonna be reviewing the new Colourpop Honey Summer Collection. This collection includes this eyeshadow set, 1 face oil, 1 face milk, 1 lippy scrub, 6 brushes, 2 pigments, and a partridge in a pear tree. So I did buy this entire collection with my own money. It was not sent to me, and I am not sponsored by anyone, which means you guys are going to be getting my unbiased review along with what my actual thoughts are on the palette. I will be rating each item. If you guys would like to see more reviews or videos like this, then make sure you are subscribed to my channel and make sure you hit the bell so you get those notifications every time I upload. If you guys would like to know how I got this look along with what my final thoughts are on this whole collection, then please keep on watching. So first things first, we are going to start with skincare, and for the skincare of this collection, it is called the Here We Glow Again Face Bundle. Now this includes, it says a 4th Ray Glow Up Face Oil, Colourpop Lippy Scrub, and the 4th Ray Turmeric Face Milk. We are going to open this baby up. This is what the lip scrubby looks like. And when you open it up, there's like a little seal. This is called Squeeze the Day. I feel like this is a good size for a lip scrub. Application tip. So take a pea-size amount and scrub. Remove with a damp towel and lick off the excess. Top off with lippy balm to instantly nourish lips. Best used as a prep before applying matte lipstick. And it's vegan and cruelty free too. Okay, I'm gonna take like that much. Go. Oh my god. This is like, okay, it doesn't smell like lemon. I was wrong. It smells like shea butter. I already got some in my mouth. Oh, it tastes pretty good. It's actually a really nice, and it's super oily, you guys, like super moist. Like some lip scrubs, when you put it on, it's kind of dry and it's hard to move it around and actually like use it to scrub your dead skin cells. But this one, instantly when you put it on, you feel the oil. My lips do feel a little bit softer, they do. This might work better with the toothbrush, to be honest. But now I'm gonna try it with the toothbrush real quick. I feel like the best way to activate lip scrubs is using toothbrushes. Yeah, that worked way better. But my lips actually, they feel really nice. Now moving on to the face oil. It says dermatologist tested, safe for all skin types, cruelty free and vegan, paraben free. It says apply 2 to 3 drops into palms. Warm between hands and gently press into skin. Okay, I feel like my face needs a little bit more, but it does feel nice. Yeah, I'm gonna put more. And then press into the face. I kind of feel like personally it's like sitting on top of my skin. I don't feel like it's sinking in yet. I'm gonna wait a little bit. It kind of has like a stale smell. Smells don't really bother me. The smell isn't like you can tell there's a fragrance in it and you're gonna be smelling it all day. No, I don't smell anything on my face now. It's just like when I go in like that, I can smell it. Now we're gonna move on to the turmeric milk. Focusing. Yeah, I actually did my nails today. Turmeric is super good for you. It's super good for your skin and teeth too. Oh, this one is definitely more creamier than the oil, which I expected that. I would recommend to do the oil before. I don't know what Colourpop recommended. I didn't see anything on it. Usually you always apply serums before you do moisturizers, so I'm gonna do the oil before the milk. Do 3 drops. I'm not gonna lie, I loved putting that on my face. Like, it felt really nice. This one for sure smells like lemon. Like, the whole bottle smells like lemon. My face definitely looks hydrated. Now we are going to dive into the Honey eyeshadow palette. This is what the packaging looks like, and then it says the names behind it. It also says on the back of it, cruelty free. I know that there's 5 mattes, 3 metallics, and 1 pressed glitter. I'm going to try and use as much as the colors as possible. For today's primer, I'm going to be using the Jouer. I've been using this one lately for my eyeshadow base. Now the Full of Sunshine bundle does come with brushes. These are called Catch Some Sun brush set. It has 6 brushes, I believe. This reminds me of like in elementary school when you would get a new pack of colored pencils. This is what mine would look like before I would lose the box to my pencils and all my pencils. Okay, so these are what the brushes look like once you take them out. There is 6 here. Ooh! I wonder, ooh, these are really soft on the skin. Yeah, they're really nice. Once you open it, this is what the actual palette packaging looks like. And then once again, it also has the names of every single shadow on the back. It says not intended for use in the immediate eye area. Okay, that kind of scares me. When you open it, there's this little like foam paper. So these shadows are really tiny. Oh, they're so tiny. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm gonna swatch every single one and show you guys what it looks like on me. However, I don't like to judge off of swatches, but I'm still gonna swatch it for you guys and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so these are my swatches, starting with Stinger, Sunburst, Sweet Spot, Dandy, Palooza, Queen Bee, Totally Buggin', Oh Behave, and Buzzkill. I'm gonna take Stinger, and I'm taking that on, I believe this is just the regular blending brush, and we're just gonna put this all over the lid. I'm actually using this to set the concealer, so this brush actually feels really nice on the lid. There isn't any patchiness that I'm really seeing or discoloration. Honestly, what I'm really impressed about is the fallout. If you guys can see the dust particles on it, they're super small. Like, all I have to do is go like this and it's gone. Now I'm going to take that shade Oh Behave right there. I'm gonna take it on the tapered blending brush. We're just gonna pop that right underneath that other shade from earlier, the Stinger one. Now the only thing about this brush in particular, or this kind of sized blending brush, is for people like me who have really small lids, it's really hard to use these brushes to get an exact point on your eyelid because the eyeshadow is gonna go everywhere. Sometimes I like to keep it underneath my eyebrow or try, but my lid space is so small that these brushes I have a more difficult time with. Now, not everybody has that issue. I'm just doing circular motions. We're gonna bring it up. I think we're gonna go back in that shade from earlier, the Stinger one. And we're gonna kind of use that to blend it out. Wow, not bad. I actually really like this palette so far. Now we are going to take the pencil brush and dip into Totally Buggin'. We are just going to apply that right in the crease area. I'm going to try and pack that on as much as I can. Ooh, I like that. It's like a mustard halo. Now, I've really dipped into that shade, so I don't even think it would have that much fallout if, look at it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it doesn't really have that much fallout, but it is really cool when you pack it on. We're gonna go back in with that blending brush and kind of brush out these harsh lines right here. Do circular motions. I literally want to fall asleep every time I do this. Me, 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 me. Okay, so far I've used this one, the E2. This one I used with the shade Stinger. Then I used F12. This one I used with Oh Behave. I used E5 with Totally Buggin'. Now I'm taking E1. We're gonna go in with Buzzkill, that shade right here. And we're gonna put that right in the crease. I'm seeing that this is a blendable shade too. This one isn't really like super, oh my god, at first. I would say the most pigmented shade in the palette is Totally Buggin' so far. I don't know if it's the way that I picked it up, but man, that shade showed up. So if you look at the bottom of my face, there is barely, I don't even think there's any eyeshadow fallout on the underneath, which is really good because I have used palettes before that were really, really messy. It's looking green on top of everything. Am I tripping or does this look green? Okay, Google, what is brown and yellow mixed together make?
Mixing the colors brown and yellow will make what is described as a lighter and brighter shade of brown.
I don't think this is making light brown. This is making like swamp green. We're just gonna put that all over the lid. We are going to blend that all out. It's not terrible. It's not what I expected the shade to turn out to be. Now I'm gonna cut my crease. We're gonna do like kind of a halo effect today. I'm going to use that E3 brush. Now we are going to take that Jouer concealer. I don't know if I mentioned the shade. The shade is Cream Cafe. So I'm gonna take my Sigma Smudge E21 brush. Sorry, there just isn't a smudger brush in this brush set. So I'm gonna take a Buzzkill with this one. I'm gonna pat a little bit, like barely above that halo. And this is to add some more depth to this. I'm just gonna blend it. So I went ahead and applied another coat of the concealer right in the halo area. We're gonna go back in with that shade Totally Buggin'. Once again, I'm still taking the same brush, which is the E5 one. We're gonna put that on the ends right here and just kind of blend it in. I'm gonna go back in with that brown shade. We're basically gonna be blending that into that yellow shade. So now we are going to take that shade Sweet Spot. I'm actually going to take that on the E11 brush, and this probably isn't the best brush to be doing this with. I'm just gonna turn the brush vertical and go ahead and shade in that halo. This would probably be really nice though for concealing the eyebrows, like when you do your brows. That's usually what I use these brushes for. And then we're gonna go back in with that Totally Buggin' shade again. On another smudger brush, I love my smudger brushes, I'm gonna take the moment you've all been waiting for, that Press Glitter Palooza. I think we're gonna have to use glitter glue. Well, it's cool. I honestly don't think it's gonna stay. Yeah, just to be safe, we're gonna go in with some glitter glue. For the glitter glue, I'm using the Too Faced glitter glue. I always use this one. Dang, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm living. So I went ahead and I lined my eyes with concealer. Basically, I'm going to use these loose pigments as eyeliner. Well, I'm going to use one of them. I'm going to use this Morphe setting mist. First, I'm going to spray that. I'm going to apply it to my skin. Oh, baby. I don't know if it's the brush that I'm applying it, but there is like a little bit of some blotchiness. This is side by side of Full For You and the Lion, but we are going to use the Lion as my liner. You know what I'm going to do? Here's a little trick. I'm going to spray the setting mist in here so that it's gets a little wet. We are going to take our Morphe M250-0 brush. Going to dip into the Full For You shade. We're gonna get it nice and moist. I hate that word. Hi, ponies. Yeah, we're gonna get in there like swimwear. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, apply some Lily lashes, my foundation, and I will be right back with my thoughts on the Honey collection. And this is my final look. What I ended up doing on the end was I added some of Oh Behave mixed in with Sweet Spot to my lower lash line. Then I used Totally Buggin', which is my favorite shade from the palette. I used Buzzkill on my waterline, or towards my waterline. I also went in with the Colourpop B-Dial liquid lipstick. Now for my final thoughts on the Honey collection. For the Here We Glow Again set, starting with the lip scrubby from the Here We Glow Again collection. I really like this lip scrub. I honestly think it worked better with the toothbrush than it did just scrubbing like it said it would. It did leave like a little bit of an oil residue, and as soon as you apply it, you feel that oil residue. Is very like texturized and moisturizing, which I actually like. I really do think you're getting a good quality lip scrub for your money. Along with the Here We Glow Again set, it came with the face oil and the turmeric milk oil. I honestly feel like this is the type of thing where you're getting what you're paying for. You're not gonna get like a Tatcha quality in these face oils or the face milk because you're not paying Tatcha price. This is something I would use where, like, say you only have 5 minutes to go, your face is really dry and you need to go to like somewhere like your friend's house, or you just need to get out of the house. That's when I would use these. Or like, these are something that you could put in your purse. This is like traveling. You could put it in your carry-on. I would rate these about a 5.5. Now for my final thoughts on the Honey palette. It promised online in the description, it said that the shadow should be highly pigmented, that it applies evenly, which it did. For the pigment, I honestly felt like the only one that kind of disappointed me in the pigment was the Buzzkill one. I just felt like it didn't show up the way that I expected it to show up, and it took like a little bit more dipping into the actual shade to get the color payoff, which you eventually will get the color payoff. It just takes a little bit longer. The shades did apply very evenly. I can say that. There was no patchiness. Both sides ended up the same shade, so there wasn't anything wrong with the pigmentation as far as color payoff. It says it feels ultra velvety and silky. Now for the, I don't know about silky because I had like a dry patch on my eye. When I applied one of the shadows, I noticed that it kind of magnified that dry patch. It's not as bad anymore, I would say. Maybe like it took a little bit of just setting on my skin to actually feel it. They weren't dry, I'm not saying that because I had that one little dry patch. They were actually creamy and they came on super smooth. Especially when I did my swatches, they were very creamy. It wasn't anything super dry. It gives a soft focus effect and blends smoothly and evenly. I love the way that it blended. I really do. Felt like this palette is super easy to use and create a look out of, especially for the summertime, so I love that. So my ratings on this palette is an 8.5. Getting a very good quality palette actually for $15. For the Catch Some Sun brush set, I love these brushes. I like the quality and how soft they were because I've had a lot of brushes in the past that I've used that actually irritated my eyes, and I definitely did not get that from these brushes. My only complaint about this is, well, first of all, I wish that this brush set included a smudger brush or something more for the lower lash line. Obviously, I ran out of brushes. That's inevitable with me because I applied so many things to my eyelids. Another thing is I wish that there was more diversity for people with different eye sizes, because people like me who have smaller lid space, brushes like the F12, they're gonna be a little bit harder for us to use. So I kind of wish that more brush sets would come out with different sizing, but that's just my personal preference. So my rating on the Catch Some Sun brush set is a 6.5. Now for my final thoughts, which is the Pocket Full pigments. I feel like if you're a person that doesn't usually want something super popping for pigments but wants a little bit of a sparkle, then these are especially good for you, because I'm a person that loves something that's super blinding, and I did not feel like the Lion, the gold one, was as poppin' as I thought it was at first, because when you apply the fix spray, then it's super pigmented and sparkly, and then once it dries, it's not as shiny and blinding as I thought it was. But that doesn't mean it's bad. I really like the way I used it for a highlight as well and on my upper brow bone. Now for the yellow pigment, the Fool For You, I actually didn't use on my eyelids, but I did swatch it, and I feel like it would go really well with the Honey palette and a look with it. Maybe on top of Sweet Spot or Oh Behave, that would look really pretty. I feel like these are really good as toppers or on top of something that's already there on the eyelid. I wouldn't use them alone. So I'm gonna rate these a 5.5. I'm still happy with the way that my skin feels. My lips feel really smooth. I love the way that the eyeshadow look came out. And that concludes my final thoughts on the Honey Colourpop collection. See you next time, babes. Bye!